Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're going to be talking about the F1 2021 Monaco Grand Prix. Coming in at P20 now, we have Charles Leclerc, who didn't even start the race. He put it on pole but crashed, so his gearbox was buggered, but then they found out his gearbox wasn't buggered, so he was going to start on pole again. Went out on his outlap and they found out that there was a problem with the car again. Took it in the garage, didn't fix it in time, so he couldn't even start the race. Apparently the problem with his drive shaft, I don't think any more information's come out, but basically the car wasn't going to work. Didn't actually get to start the race. He's never actually finished a race around Monaco. This year he didn't even start the race, so next year, what's the point in even showing up? Valtteri Bottas now in P19. Really unlucky. Had some quite good pace. Could have been a good fight for the lead with Max Verstappen. Them two were going at it, but I think Verstappen still probably would have got the better hand of him. But Valtteri Bottas had the pace, and it's quite unlucky because he went into the pit stop and the wheel nut basically got stuck and just would not come off. To this day, as recording on Monday, the wheel nut is still not off the car, and they're not going to remove it until they take it back to the factory. Basically, the tethers where the wheel gun sticks on, normally it grips onto stuff which turns it, but it basically just made it smooth. So when the wheel gun was spinning, it was just spinning around it and it was actually gripping onto the wheel nut, so they just couldn't take it off. So that was Valtteri Bottas' race done. Really unlucky. Shame for Valtteri. Could have had the pace, could have had an easy second. Shame for Valtteri. On to the next one. Mick Schumacher now in P18. Quite a messy weekend. Crashed in FP3 and then obviously didn't even start qualifying, so he started last. And then in the race finished last. Got beaten by Mazepin 3 laps down. It was very close to the end between Mazepin. I believe it was like 4/10 at the end, but bit of a messy weekend for Mick Schumacher, but he still finished the race, so can't complain too much. P17 now, Nikita Mazepin now. I know everyone hates on this guy, even though I don't really like him, but we got to give it to him. This weekend he had a really clean weekend, had some good pace at some times, you know, still got it on qualifying, didn't crash, still finished the race, and he finished ahead of Mick Schumacher. So I think that's a really good weekend for Nikita Mazepin. Obviously, you know, we still don't like him, but we got to give it to him. He had a good weekend, you know, we got to give it to him. Yuki Tsunoda now in P16, a really quiet race from him. Didn't see much of him. It's his first ever race here at Monaco, so didn't expect too much, but didn't have the pace like Gasly did, but quiet race, didn't see much of him, but still finished. Well, I mean, everyone finished, which is really surprising. No yellow flags, no virtual safety cars, no safety cars, nothing. So really impressed from everyone to not make any mistakes, but yeah, Yuki Tsunoda, P16, nothing brilliant, but still finished, so got to give it to him. P15 now, Nicholas Latifi. Quiet race for him and George Russell, who came in 14th place. Quiet race for both of them. They all had, to be fair, the whole grid had quiet races, realistically, because no one was really fighting anyone. But I guess they still brought it home, realistically. Did okay. Nothing special, but P14 and P15 is a good position for Williams. P13 now, Fernando Alonso. Now, this is quite a disappointing result for him. Obviously, he knows this track very well. I believe he's won this race 2 times as well. It's a bit disappointing for Fernando Alonso. Obviously, his teammate got points. It's a bit of a disappointing weekend for Fernando Alonso. He knows this track, he's got the pace, but just didn't have the pace today. A bit upsetting for him, but not going to complain. Obviously, still new team, new car, new everything, so I guess he's still got to get used to it, but not brilliant for Fernando Alonso. Now, before we carry on this video, make sure to like, subscribe. I don't want to be that guy, but we are trying to go around here, so if you are new around here, press the like button, press the subscribe button, turn it from red to grey. It really helped my day, and it really helped out the channel. So yeah, thank you very much. And also, the meme of the race is coming up later on in the video, so keep an eye out for that. P12 now, Daniel Ricardo. Another really disappointing weekend for him. Just didn't have the pace all weekend compared to Lando Norris. Lando Norris was flying. Daniel Ricardo doesn't have the pace. He's another driver that knows this track very well. I believe he's got 2 pole positions and a win around here. So he knows the track, he knows what he's doing. He just can't get the grips to the car and make the car work around here, which is a shame for Ricardo. He's quick, we know he is. He just got to get comfortable. I guess it takes time still, so we got to give him time. He said he's still happy, you know, he loves Monaco, but on to Baku. Kimi Raikkonen now P11, another really quiet race, didn't really see much of him at all. Solid race realistically, P11, can't really complain, no points, but he still finished and he had a solid race, I guess. P10 now, Antonio Giovinazzi, really solid race for him, to be fair. First points for Alfa Romeo. He had the pace today, to be fair, he had the pace in the race.
Bars, just bars.
Not bad for him, Antonio Giovinazzi. First points for Alfa Romeo. They're not going to complain. P10. P9 now. Esteban Ocon. Not bad. P9. Not going to complain. More points for Alpine. I said that really had some good pace, to be fair, at some parts, but didn't look too bad. But another really quiet race, but he did quite well to get P9, and fair play to him. Lance Stroll now in P8. He had a really good race, to be fair. Did the overcut, good strategy, got P8. Double points finish for Aston Martin. Still be happy. Obviously, Lance Stroll's become a bit of a meme after this race because every time there was a fight with Sebastian Vettel and Gasly, every time they tried to show it live, they kept cutting to replays of Lance Stroll just flying over sausage curbs for no reason. So Lance Stroll's now become a meme. But overall, solid race for Lance Stroll. Good points for him. Can't complain. Lewis Hamilton now P7. Now this is a really probably the shock of the weekend, the really most disappointing result of the weekend. P7 for Lewis Hamilton, the reigning world champion, the 7-time world champion. He was the championship leader, now he's lost the championship lead to Max Verstappen. Mercedes have now lost the championship lead in the constructors. Really bad weekend for Mercedes. Really difficult race, but obviously now this leads on to my meme of the race. If you don't know, Lewis Hamilton was not happy over the radio, so I basically visualised what the team radio would have looked like with him and his race engineer Peter Bonington. Now everyone, sit down and enjoy the meme of the race.
I want to know why you just shouted at me down the microphone.
What did I fucking shout at you down the microphone? Playing your fucking mouth, mate. I'm a grown man. You sent me a message first, yeah? I live in Smethwick, Birmingham. If you want the fucking brawl, come down Smethwick, ask for Danny G. I'll come out of my house and I'll break your fucking legs, you little prick. No, I say! No, I fucking say!
Oi, stop shouting. Who do you think you are?
Shouting! Shouting! Look your fucking voice box at your phone, son!
Sorry for any kids watching, language should have been warm. But it's stupid. I'm happy with it. Like I said before, this is really disappointing for Lewis Hamilton. A race result he did not need. Could this be the first year that Lewis Hamilton might lose a championship for a long time? Max Verstappen's now leading the championship, which he hasn't done ever in his career. So it was a very big weekend for the championship. P6 now, Pierre Gasly. A very standout drive. Very good drive from Pierre Gasly. P6 had some really good pace. Really impressed with Pierre Gasly. The confidence he has now is just so good. He's got so much pace in that car as well. Really good driver. Really good race. P6, 8 points for AlphaTauri. They're not going to complain about that. Brilliant drive from Pierre Gasly. Now, Sebastian Vettel now in P5, the driver of the day. 10 points for Aston Martin. His first point for Aston Martin. Like I said, double points finish for Aston Martin as well. They'll be very happy. Sebastian Vettel had a brilliant strategy. Overtook 2 cars just in the pit stops, just with a brilliant strategy of the overcut. Really good drive from Sebastian Vettel. Brilliant move, obviously, on Pierre Gasly as well. It's really nice to see him now back with some confidence, doing well again. I think he's only finished in the top 5 twice since 2020, which was his podium in Turkey, and now obviously this race. So hopefully this is his confidence getting more comfortable with the car. Hopefully this is the upward trajectory for Sebastian Vettel. P4 now, Sergio Perez. Another brilliant race, brilliant strategy, had some brilliant pace. Really good race overall for Sergio Perez. He was pretty much sat in 8th that whole race and had a good strategy, went for the overcut and came out in P4. So a really brilliant race there from Sergio Perez. Lewis Hamilton was obviously not happy about that. Brilliant race from Perez, really good result for him. Now to the top 3, we have Lando Norris in P3. What a drive from him. Unbelievable from Lando Norris to get P3, had so much pace. Second podium of the season, his 3rd podium in his career. He's having a brilliant season. Now he's 3rd in the Drivers' Championship as well. So this weekend's been massive for Lando Norris. This season's really coming to his own. 15 points now. He's different gravy this season. P2 now, Carlos Sainz. Another brilliant race from Carlos Sainz. He was nearly fighting for the lead at one point, but he didn't have enough pace really to fight back Max Verstappen. Brilliant race overall for Carlos Sainz. He got unlucky with qualifying. Could have been on pole as well, but really had some pace in that Ferrari. Got P2. Ferrari are going to be very happy with that. Obviously, after being upset with Charles Leclerc, they'll be happy with that. P2 for Carlos Sainz. And obviously the race winner was Max Verstappen. 25 points. Can't complain. He's won at Monaco. That's an achievement itself. He's had a brilliant race. Made no mistakes all weekend. Brilliant drive. He's now leading the championship, which he's never done in all his career. He's never led a championship before. This is brilliant for Max Verstappen. Is this where it all changes now? Could Max Verstappen actually win this championship now? He's leading it. Anything's possible now. Still a long season to go, but that'll be it for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe if you are new around here. Make sure to share the video as well. Get it out there. Share the meme of the race. It's also on my Twitter as well if you want to share it on Twitter. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys all in a bit, and see you all later.